Monday night with the Iceman. I want to reiterate something here. We are like less than 2 hours away from Monday Night Raw. And yeah, I'll be watching Monday Night Raw tonight. And I was on Facebook and I was watching a lot of comments about TNA and WWE and WCW, and someone brought it out, and he said it just right. He goes, because you like TNA, you get shit on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube or whatnot. And he's absolutely right. I think for us fans that like watching TNA, I don't think it's any different than watching WWE. Um, I've said this before. Both promotions have their moments. None of the promotions right now are really doing anything that is really spectacular in my eyes. So, um, so watching TNA, it's just like, it's sort of funny because a lot of WCW fans, once they went down and out, they latched on to TNA, and the reason being, um, um, to be quite honest with you, if you watched in March of 2001 uh, and the way Vince McMahon was acting and whatnot, his arrogance and everything. Before, it was the WCW being owned by Shane and ECW being owned by Stephanie. He had this arrogance about him. And to this day, the bottom line is um, WWE still really does shit on WCW. We've seen it. We haven't seen Sting do anything major in WWE, and I don't know. Maybe Sting agreed to that. Maybe because of the contract he signed, maybe it was enough money for him to say, "Okay, I'll do this." But if I were a guy like Sting and I worked in WCW and NWA, and then obviously we all know he went to TNA and he did a great job in TNA, I would have my pride and I would say, hey, you want to know something? Somewhere along the line, I'm coming out with a victory here in WWE. Because if I were Sting, I never would have agreed to any kind of contract. So I'd be very, very disappointed if Sting never wins, on a pay per view. And if it doesn't happen, if it don't, I would be like very disappointed in Sting for the man that always said he would never ever come to Vince McMahon's promotion. And then, obviously, as we all know, we've seen him. So, yeah, but so as far as like TNA goes, so what if somebody wants to watch TNA? So what if somebody wants to watch Lucha or Ring of Honor or CCW or PWG? Does it really matter? Does this make this person, um, you know, a less better of a person? No, this person has more of an open mind in my eyes, because they're given opportunities to smaller wrestling promotions that, this is what these promotions need to get themselves on the map. Um, and if we all thought the same way as a lot of WWE fans do about like TNA and whatnot, where would we be? If you only want a WWE product on TV, God bless you, because I'll tell you right now, you think the ratings are low now? They'd be a lot lower because that'd be the only WWE wrestling show on TV. There'd be no other promotion, and people can say, well, this really sucks, and we're not going to tune in no more. This is why wrestling, uh, the viewership is where it's at because it is competition. And if there is no competition, like I said, back in the old WCW, WWF days, I'm not going to reiterate it again, but if it weren't for WCW, WWE would be a figment of your imagination today. You wouldn't have the Attitude Era, and you know, Believe what you want. Believe what you want. When you're involved in wrestling for so many years and you see the evolution of wrestling, so some young person that just gets involved in wrestling has only seen like WWE and TNA, and they can base their opinion now about TNA's present product. Yeah, maybe TNA's present product isn't all that good, but go back to their middle year days where I think, honestly, back then, I mean, if you would compare them to WWE at that same time period, they probably wouldn't beat them. But if you take what they did back in that period and compare it to what the WWE does now, it'd blow the WWE away, without a doubt. And that's my opinion. So there you have it. It's like going on 6:30 here Monday night Eastern time. Um, Looking forward to Raw. But yeah, if you're a TNA fan, you shouldn't have to get the comments that you get. You're a fan of wrestling. Um, Maybe you're not a WWE fan. I'm a wrestling fan, so I watch it all. But just because you choose to just watch one promotion doesn't mean that you should get the negative comments that people like to give out. And again, it is what it is. That's the bottom line because the Iceman said so. Peace out, everybody.